this is the newly launched 750S. Now, some of you have watched YouTube videos online. They're already out in medias like UK and stuff, and it's finally launched here in Malaysia. And premiering used to be in the MSO color, the special option color. This is the Mantis green, I believe. And now this is an option you can have on the 750S. Right, looks really striking, and it seems to have gone a little bit more with a plain color all the way from the front to the back. So less black on the bottom. So kind of it's like the old. It has some of the old design, the 720S, very iconic, but brought it to a little bit more. I think a bit more aggressive. Okay. So, anyways, let's walk around the car and talk a bit of some of the specs. Okay. Now, 750S, of course, it means 750 horsepower, right? But that's not the only number that I was fascinated by. It's actually the weight. Now, if you want the fastest car in this segment, it is this car. So it's not only because of the power. Now you have a carbon monocoque, as all McLarens have. And again, what I love is that they always show the monocoque when you open the door, right? So it's part of the feature, okay? Because McLaren embraces its racing background, okay? Now, this car is a lot lighter than, say, its competitors. Now, compared to, let's say, the F8 Tributo, I believe it's around 1495-ish around its dry weight. This car is around 1389. That's quite a lot of difference in 100 plus kilos, especially when it comes down to power. That's pretty much similar. Okay. The other thing, well, this one has more power. The other thing is that if you want to take that weight reduction further, you can reduce down to 1277. That's a lot lighter. Okay. So some of the specs that you can do is like you can change the seats to the Senna seats and stuff like that. So let's go through, right? Let's talk about the numbers, but that will ensure that you have a very you have a superiority already against the competitors in this segment. Okay, so seats. This one is the bucket seats that actually was lifted from the P1, right? Now you can't do any adjustment because it's a carbon seat, it's one piece. Although you can get the service center to adjust, to your preference, but you can slide back and forth. So it's still somewhat dailyable. I haven't gotten into the car. I've never sat in the McLaren P1, so I want to see how comfortable is it the seats are, right? Now, there's actually a nice opening here, so you can still fit your helmet in. With the dihedral doors, you can get in pretty easy. Okay, so here I am. You definitely know that it's a bucket seat, right? There's very little padding, alright? Probably not something that you want to travel long distance with, but I think it is comfortable enough to get by, right? So you need that stiffness, isn't it? Because when you're driving a car hard, you want to feel its chassis. So this is it, right? And for a no additional price, you can spec this on the comfort seats. Okay, so you can actually spec that on comfort seats if you like to. Okay, but obviously pay money if it's going to be a electrical, more way adjustable and stuff like that. Personally, I think I would go for the comfort seat. It is quite stiff, and if you want it lighter, you can go for the optional Senna seats, which is even more stripped down for additional weight savings if that's your thing. All right, of the car is not fast enough. They worked out this new system. There's CarPlay. There is the the drift control, and they have a new MS. I'm not sure what to call it again, but you basically can have the settings set and you can remember it. All right. So the steering column, they're getting a better shot at it. All right. So this is adopted from the Atura, where you don't have to put your hands off to change your drive mode or your ESC damper settings. Right. So left side, right, and then the right side over here. So you can just go up and just dab it, okay? Right, so that's something adopted from the Atura, right? Very similar steering wheel, hydraulic steering, right? So that's something McLaren doesn't forget. They know that this is something cannot be substituted in a proper driver's car, right? And the pedal, or the shift, oh, the feel is so nice. Like that, so you can downshift, you can also push the upshift. Yep. And this one is mounted onto the steering instead of the rack, so it moves to the steering. Unlike the Ferraris, or like the Alpine, is mounted on the steering rack. Okay. Yep. Okay. But just that entrance, right? Look at that. Just look at that. Show us taking picture. All right. Just look at that. The experience of opening that door. All right. It's right here, I believe. Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's here. Press this, and just revealing the cabin. That itself is extravagant. Very, very nice. All right. So this is their new wing. They reworked the wing. It's lighter and has more surface area. I believe lighter by a kilo plus. So they do a lot of work to reduce the weight of the car, right? 1,389 kilograms. That's really light for 750 horsepower, 800 millimeters of torque. The other thing that I was talking about with Vinder, the CEO of McLaren, is the notable difference with this car is the gearbox, not just the power, the gearbox really makes the difference. The gearbox is lifted up from the 765 LT. So a lot of tech actually come from the 765 LT to the 750S. So in other speak, it will be a more comfortable, dailyable 765S, I guess, right? But anyways, I haven't driven a 765 LT, so I wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, but yeah, shorter gear ratio, faster in-gear ratios, so ensuring the car is more rapid, more manic, more aggressive. Yes, okay. Rims are optional as well. This one is the the highest spec rims apparently, and you can also further choose Senna brakes if you choose to have it. Okay, but this is already so good. It's the carbon ceramics from McLaren. Okay, yeah, I like this brake option. This wheel option looks really nice. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick walk around on the new launched 750S in Malaysia. You also have it in the Spider spoke, and I believe the dry weight is also pretty impressive as it lighters around like also 1.3 something. All right. Anyways, the numbers just put all together is kind of crazy. I believe it's like 580 plus horsepower per ton, so that's kind of insane, right? So yes, that's a quick walk around. I know there's a lot of details that I probably would have missed, but just to probably anticipate that I might be able to do a test drive in the future to tell you more about the driving, because I think that's what makes McLaren and McLaren is the driving, right? So see if we can arrange one in the future. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future, right? Love you guys, and let me know in the comments what you think about the McLaren 750S. There you go. All right, peace out. Ciao.